Hello again there, YouTube fans, and all you die-hard Creepy Doll Man fans from around the world. I'm back with an all-new episode. It is April the 17th of 2018. Time is now 3:35 a.m. Okay, I'm back. And now we're going to finish this second half of our second journey. And this part 2 of our second half, Curse, Haunted, and Possessed Dolls. What happens when you get scammed for a fake doll on eBay? Part 2 begins now. Alright, okay, if a lot of you don't remember me, I'll bring it up before. I have brought this up before in our last topic, but I know I couldn't rest till I brought it back up. You remember, a lot of you know me as your host in the last episode of Curse, Haunted, and Possessed Dolls. Are they real or are they fake? You be the judge. It was a 5-part mini-series broken down into 5 parts. And also, I brought you a new episode a few days ago called Curse, Haunted, and Possessed Dolls. What happens when their fame runs out? Plus, I have done another one. The first part of part 1 that I have done earlier. Curse, Haunted, Possessed Dolls. What happens when all the fans are obsessed with one famous doll? And now I come back to bring a new topic up. And it's Curse, Haunted, and Possessed Dolls. What happens when you buy a fake doll off eBay? It begins now. Part 2 begins as we speak now. Now, a lot of you people know that the internet is actually a new way, a new crave to buy stuff when you don't feel like going out to the stores and wasting top paid gas to go from work to home and also out to grocery and also out to, department store. A lot of people today like to shop online. And what happens when you shop online also deals with another issue. Identity theft, is everywhere in the world today. I had mentioned that in the last video, but I'm bringing it up in another way. That a Creepy Doll Man is going to state this, and to state this now. Just give me a second as soon as I drink this. That the Creepy Doll Man says this. New ways can be done today to scam people for a hard work item. Meaning, you put all your money in for what you work for. Doesn't matter if you're middle class or even the rich. A lot of people today are getting targeted by scammers. They have new ways to scam people every day. To get money out of people's account and put it in their very own. So now the issue is simple that eBay and these other places you must watch for. There are fake places out there today that use fake accounts that looks like they're real legit accounts that you can go into to accidentally get to a fake account to either a Walmart, Target, or etc. But eBay and Esta and Amazon are the biggest of them all in retail sellers because they get them from all over the world. These giant corporations also get them from around the world, not just all over the world, but around the world. From China to the Philippines and even the U.S. and other countries as well. But today that people get into a new crave, and I brought this up several times, that a new crave today is Curse, Haunted, and Possessed Dolls. It's still a new trim for some and an old trim for the others, who has collected over the years. But there is a stranger deal to being a buyer beware. And I'm bringing this up as a topic and showing you now. Say there are a very expensive haunted doll out there, a most famous one that someone owns. And he or she doesn't want to give up their haunted doll. And say this famous haunted doll is Cindy, the haunted doll. Well, then you got to know there are fake scammers out there that will come up new ways to get a haunted doll, whatever it takes. They will get a look-alike doll that is a knockoff to the real thing and call it a true haunted doll. So watch out for fake imitations, my friend. Now I'll show you a fake imitation to this doll. And here's the fake imitation. Now you be the judge which one's actually the real one, which one's the fake. Now the real one has the blue dress. And the real owner, he or she claims, is really haunted. But when these fakers today who buys them can buy them either off maybe a website, through a department store, or they can get it in a yard sale or a thrift store, or in a garage sale, cheap, and then go back and sell the doll 5 times more than what it's worth, or even 10 times more than what the doll is worth. And it can take the real information off the real person's haunted doll and add to their own. And what they will do is do the next stupid and dumbest thing ever. They will actually steal the real images from this doll to use for this one. And you do not know what you're buying. So the creepy doll man said, buyer beware, and there's a warning to all who buys off eBay. Beware what you buy for a haunted doll, because it may be fake. So say buyer beware when it comes to shopping on eBay. Now, we'll take these two out of the shop, but remember, Cindy the Haunted Doll was the most famous doll. By the time this faker who owns this fake Cindy the Haunted Doll would pass it around as the real one. Now, I'll explain something. That some of the people on eBay claim that some of these dolls are tangled dolls, meaning they're not really a spirit attached to them. Sometimes they will tell the truth, and sometimes they will tell a lie in order to make a fast buck in this world today in a greedy society. But when they take it too far by scamming the person of a lot of money that he or she works hard for, and it doesn't matter if this person's not, I don't care if they're 12 years old all the way up to probably 45 years old. Getting scammed for a haunted doll is actually a crime, my friend. And the time they go in to steal your personal information and steal out your account, half of your money, it is called a scam. So I said, buyer beware. Look for the feedback, the creepy doll man states, because if they have 100% feedback, then they should be 100% positive feedback from each person. But beware of those who have negative feedback, because they'll have lower than 100%. They could be a 95 or below. So beware of that. But other things is, these ordeal that they could set up several fake accounts and set it up through different, emails. They may have more than one email, so it's buyer beware when you have to shop online. Especially personally on eBay or on Esta or that's the main 2 sites that sells these haunted dolls. But the most famous website that sells better is actually eBay. Now you can get some legit stuff cheap or pretty high because of the way financial reasons are getting higher and the economy keeps going up, everything keeps growing up, and it keeps going at a high price. So it's buyer beware. If you don't want to pay that kind of price, then I suggest a few places you can get these dolls for real. You are looking for a true haunted doll, and this is going to get a lot of people angry on eBay, and it's also going to get people angry who owns a YouTube account that I'm giving out this information. A lot of people will be very angry at me at this time. I'll mention these places one more time. Garage sales, yard sales, flea markets, peddler malls, antique malls, antique dealers, and don't forget that everybody has a personal favorite. It's called thrift stores. Now these places are the cheapest place you can find them. But the better places to find them are at yard sales, because people won't charge any more than $2 to $5 if the doll is out of the box. Now the dolls in the box, they'll charge whatever they want to rip you off, just like you would if you go anywhere else. So buyer beware for that as well. And thrift stores you gotta watch out too, because they'll rip you off if the thing is in the box, they can charge more than what it's worth. So watch what you buy. Unless you really want to pay a higher price. You know, and again, go back to sell it for more, which I wouldn't if I recommend. If you're looking for a cursed, haunted, or possessed doll, that's the best places to find them. And the cheaper places to find them. So why be ripped off on eBay or somewhere else? I say, play it smart. And the Creepy Doll Man says there's all his Creepy Doll Man fans out there. Play it smart and, you know, buy what you can. Now, before I go real fast, I'm going to say this one time. There are a lot of people out there today copycatting after other people's cursed or haunted or possessed dolls. There are a lot of fakers out there today. I mentioned in the first video that people on YouTube are making accounts with people's, you know, they're not using the people's names. They're using their own account, and they're using the actual real doll's name to make a fast buck off the one that's more famous. I mentioned the last one, I said watch out for these fakers, because they're out there to steal away your real haunted doll's fame and their fortune. If that happens, you have the right to take an action against them. And the Creepy Doll Man will back you up 100%. Now I say this to all the YouTube fans and all my die-hard Creepy Doll Man fans around the world. Whether you like him, love him, or hate him, the Creepy Doll Man is here to stay, and his home is permanently here on YouTube only. Now you see anywhere else but YouTube, that is not the Creepy Doll Man's true home. YouTube is my real home where you can subscribe to. Only at YouTube. So now I say goodbye. And God bless you all. And I was your host, the Creepy Doll Man. Goodbye all.